remember going through a phase wanting a Shih Tzu with a high ponytail and named it Chloe.
Welcome back to another episode of I Never Liked To with Matteo Lane and Nick Smith. And today we talk expectations versus reality, what we thought being an adult was like as a kid, or would be like as a kid. It's a strange title, but I think you guys get it.
What was your, like as a kid, what job did you want to do?
I wanted to be a comedic actor, like Jim Carrey. And I remember my Uncle Mike, because I would do impressions of like Mad TV and Saturday Night Live and Simpsons. And my Uncle Mike was always like, you're going to be a next Jim Carrey and I'm going to be your manager. And I didn't even know what a manager was, but I was like, okay.
When I was really little, wanted to be an actor. And then...
Where did it go wrong? Who destroyed those dreams?
Where didn't it go wrong?
Yeah, joking, Nick.
Then I wanted to be a lawyer.
What?
Then I wanted to be...
We have Nick as a lawyer in a Fortnite game once, and it was the most absurd arguments I've ever heard.
Do you want to hear one of the craziest stories from my childhood about wanting to be a lawyer? I can't even believe I did this. In 6th grade, so how old is that? 11?
Yeah, around there, 11, 12.
Was researching different law schools, finding their admissions office phone numbers and calling them at 11 years old and asking what like their requirements were.
But let me get this straight. What you liked is the idea of being in a courtroom in the outfit arguing, right? And being
Probably.
dramatic.
Yeah.
I don't think you knew that it required...
Well, of course not. I was 11.
8 years of studying and a lot of paperwork. But you like the idea of being in a courtroom and telling everyone that they're a fucking idiot and you figured it out.
Mm-hmm.
And you would be with the defendant.
Sure. I still don't know what the difference between defendant and prosecutor
Well, one is, let's say one's suing the other. It's the prosecuting team is the one that's suing and the defendant's defending himself. Like on Judge Judy, like what does the defendant say? Like they were being sued.
But who's the defendant? That city?
Well, it depends on the case, whatever the thing is. It's all
Isn't the DA's office? And they are the people who are
the people's court
that are defending the city.
Okay. So Chris,
But what is it?
You had questions for us?
Oh, anyways, then from lawyer, I wanted to be an orthodontist for years. I think also in the back of my head, I always still wanted to be like you, like a Jim Carrey comedic actor, because I always did. But I think because of where I grew up and everything, I just didn't even think that it was possible. So I came
Neither
up
did
with
I.
these. So I just came up with these other things like, I want to be an orthodontist or a lawyer because like I thought you needed a real job. And in the back of my mind, I always wanted to be like a Jim Carrey, Robin Williams, those kind of people.
I think that's where my anxiety comes from is I was always worried as a young kid about having to do something normal. So like having a wife and kids, I was always having anxiety about that and having anxiety about having some job that I didn't like, having anxiety about going to like college and studying. I was filled with anxiety because of I knew that I was expected to do something that I didn't want to do. And I think that's where my anxiety stems from, that being called a school every day.
Did you think growing up, like when you were a kid thinking of adult Matteo, did you think you would have kids?
I thought that that's just something that when I was really young, I remember like laying in bed and I was like, I just thought it was something that you were supposed to do, but I didn't want to have kids. I still don't want to have kids.
Same. And I'm trying to think if I ever thought that I would, and I don't think I did.
I never wanted kids, but I thought that I was just something that was like, I guess I'm going to have to get a wife and kids.
I remember
that would give me such anxiety.
I remember going through a phase wanting a Shih Tzu with a high ponytail and named it Chloe. I remember that phase, and then I realized, I don't like dogs, so that slowly went away. Okay. Where did you think you would live as an adult?
New York City. I even wrote in 7th grade, like, I have it printed, where I was like, I want to move to New York and sing in nightclubs, or move to New York and have a job during the day so that I can support my life as singing in nightclubs and performing at night. I didn't. I came pretty
Damn,
close.
yeah, I mean, that's.
I mean, I did. I sang at
Pretty much
nightclubs
it.
for a while too.
I was from such a small area that like so many things. Thinking back, like
You slept in a teepee. And you went down to the river to get the water and walked back with a bucket on your head.
no, it's like, and first of all, I was home recently, and my cousins yelled at me because they said that we constantly call them hillbillies. We're not calling our
I've
family
never
hillbillies.
called Nick's family or Nick's town a hillbilly town. Nick has called his town a hillbilly.
We don't think you're hillbillies. We weren't hillbillies. I'm just saying it was a small town, so the concept
But
of
did
like
you live in the hills?
they have eyes. No, but the concept of like city and everything, it was hard to grasp because I was from a town of like it didn't even dawn on me. Like I couldn't.
So when you went to go
Think
work at
about
Pizza
it.
Hut, you're like, I've made it.
No, but like
That was a joke.
New York, the first time I ever went to a huge city like New York, I was like 19 or 18, right before I
What'd you
moved
think?
here. So the first time I came here, I was like, oh, this is where I want to live. But growing up, I knew I didn't want to live in a small town, but like the concept of New York or something like that, it just didn't even
It seemed like
occur to
Emerald
me.
City.
Right.
Well, the thing is, I grew up right outside of Chicago. I grew up next to O'Hare Airport. So being in the city was 20 minutes. So it's like I always had access to.
Right. It's different.
Yeah, it's a lot different.
I didn't even take a plane for the first time until I was like 16.
I didn't take a plane until I was 15 and went to Sicily because my parents were so cheap. We never flew. So when we drove to California to see my grandparents, we drove from Chicago to California,
Yeah.
which is crazy, with 3 annoying children.
Yeah.
Okay, Chris, you had questions for us?
Were there any things that you thought you would have when you were older? Like you would have a house or like a family, you know, those kind of things?
I thought that I would.
I thought I would have a house.
Well, I definitely thought I was going to eat McDonald's every day when I was really young, and my parents refused to get us McDonald's. I was like, when I'm an adult, I'm getting McDonald's every single day of my life. Now, Nick has fulfilled that dream.
I was going to say, I never thought I had to eat vegetables growing up. I used to be like, oh, I'll just never eat vegetables. People don't do that. Now I've learned the hard way.
Who doesn't eat vegetables?
I don't know, people. You see people not eating vegetables. So I was like, oh, well, I wouldn't have to eat vegetables either.
I see people eating vegetables all the time.
Okay, well, you just see people not eating vegetables. What? So I thought, well,
Vegetables
I'll be
are
one
on
of those
almost every
people.
menu.
Well, I didn't eat them. I still barely do. I'm trying to be better.
I like most vegetables.
Oh, God, they're terrible. I thought I would have a house, and then as I got older, the concept of a house
Seems
changed.
daunting.
So it's like now I would love to own an apartment, but own a house with land and have to worry about like a yard. That just seems so. I don't know if that's for me.
I'm not a person who wants a yard.
Yeah, like landscaping and have to worry about like the sewer or the like.
I got another leak again. Fuck off. All right,
Yeah, or
Chris.
like the roof. No.
Um,
Did you think you would have pets?
Yeah, I still want a pet. I still want.
You do?
I say this all the time.
No, he doesn't.
That I want a pit bull.
yeah, he always says he wants a pit bull.
Chris, every time.
He
I
does
think
say
I-
that. I try to take your side, but I can't.
But I think you don't listen.
Say the sky is purple. Say it. Say it.
This doesn't even start
it.
to prove your point.
Say it.
It doesn't even start to prove
Say
your point.
it.
Chris, how many times have I said in this podcast I would like a pit bull?
I don't know about on the podcast, but you've said it to me a bunch of times.
Chris.
I say it to
Nick,
Nick
I'm
all the time.
sorry.
Nick, there's a character. Hold
Why
on.
do you hate
Let me
me?
tell you
I want
something.
to take your side.
There's a character.
You never
I
wanna-
tried to.
Chris, this is how much Nick doesn't listen. There's a character in Fortnite. His name is Jonesy. He is like the Mickey Mouse of Fortnite. He's in every video, every cutscene. There's multiple Jonesies. There's different Jungle Jonesy and City Jonesy and Lawyer Jonesy, and he's every single event that we did together. There's Jonesy. There's Jonesy in the script. There's Jonesy.
Get to the point.
Jonesy's everywhere. After 5 years of playing, Nick goes, "Who the hell is Jonesy that
I
you
don't
guys are talking
watch
about?"
the stuff that you do.
You can't avoid it. That's like saying I went to
Well,
watch
I did.
Jurassic Park and I didn't see dinosaurs.
You didn't.
I saw cartoons.
You didn't see dinosaurs.
Anyway, so Nick doesn't listen. Okay, what was
So
your
you thought you would have pets.
Yes. Apparently, you thought you have a Shih Tzu named Chloe with a fucking bow.
Do you want to know what's crazy? My niece's name is Chloe. So it's half true.
That's a terrible thing to say.
Well, I had someone in my life named Chloe now.
John Lucas showed me that this show in Australia called H2O about 3 white girls who turn into mermaids.
What?
But it was really popular in Australia and apparently Italy. And the one girl we watched the first episode, and this girl her name was Chloe. So all her friends were like Clark, or no, her name was Cleo, and they kept going Clear, Clear. Okay, I'm sorry, Chris. Go ahead. Philadelphia, we're doing a live podcast recording.
September 21st at Punchline Philly. Get your tickets at the link in the description below.
Or go to MatteoLaneComedy.com.
This podcast is sponsored by Squarespace. Squarespace is an all-in-one website platform designed to help you stand out and succeed online, whether you're just starting out your business or trying to scale it and grow. Squarespace gives you everything you need to claim your domain, showcase your offerings with a professional website, grow your brand, and get paid all in one place. Squarespace gives you everything you need to offer your services and get paid all in one place. From consultations to events, experiences, showcases, it can showcase your offerings with a customizable website designed to attract clients and grow your business. Get paid on time with professional, on-brand invoices and online payments. Plus, streamline your workflow with built-in appointment scheduling and email marketing tools. With Squarespace's cutting-edge design tools, anyone can build a bespoke online presence that perfectly fits their brand or business. Starting with the Blueprint AI, which is Squarespace's AI-enhanced website builder, you'll get a fully custom website in just a few steps by answering some questions about the industry, your goals, what you're looking for, your personality, and then it generates this premium quality content and personalized design recommendations. Also, you're able to play around with it, so if you still want to make adjustments, it's very addicting. There's drag and drop and all these. It's very fun. But if you have no design bone to your body, it's fine. It'll do it for you. No matter where you start, your website is flexible to what you need. With intuitive drag and drop editing, beautiful styling options, unrivaled visual design effects, on-brand AI content, and more. No experience is required. Head to squarespace.com/INeverLikedYou for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use offer code INeverLikedYou to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
Were there things that you thought growing up? Things we thought were grown up that were actually fake, like briefcases?
I thought everyone punched each other in a bar. Because when I would watch movies or shows, they're always at a bar and a guy would just punch the other guy. So I thought when you go to bars, it was normal to just punch other people. When I was a kid.
I thought bars were
Bad places.
well, not
I did. I thought they were bad places.
I thought they were like everyone there was a couple. Like it didn't comprehend to me that like
People go there to meet people.
right, because like anytime you would ask older people like you or your parents or something, you'd go, "Oh, how did you meet?" Everyone's answer was always, "We met at a bar. We met at a bar. We met at a bar." So I always thought bars were everyone there was a couple. It didn't even occur to me that it could be like
Singles.
singles
Most
or
people
just
are
like
single.
a bunch of guys at a bar watching a game or something.
did you
I
ever
just thought
see-
it was a man or woman, man or woman,
Did
man
you
or
guys
woman,
ever
man or
see
woman.
Pee-wee's Big Adventure? So
A long time ago.
Okay, so there's a scene. My parents loved that movie, and it always made me feel weird. I never liked it. But anyway, there was a scene where he was in a bar. It was like a Hell's Angels kind of bar, you know. And I just thought that that's what bars were, like tough guys who came in and like the red neon light and people smoking and fighting. I just didn't know. When I was really young, I didn't know. Okay, sorry, Chris. That's what I thought.
I'm trying to think of anything else. Oh, anytime someone rode a motorcycle, I thought they were part of a gang.
Well,
I didn't realize you could just like independently own a motorcycle and ride around. Like I thought they were part of like a
everyone
gang.
had one.
How many motorcycles did you have in your town?
Not that many, but that's what I mean. Like when I would see one, I'd be like, "Ooh, where's this gang?" I don't know why. I just assumed because on TV they're always like
In a gang.
in a gang at like a motorcycle bar or something. And I'd be like, oh, they're riding to go to their gang.
What's the dumbest thing you thought grown-ups just magically knew how to do?
My dad, when we would drive, and every time he'd come up to like the toll booth, I didn't realize this. They have the name tag. So my dad would, every time we would pull up, hey, Judy, thank you so much. Hey, John, thanks so much. I'm like, oh, my dad just knows all these people.
You're an idiot.
Like, he knows Chloe the dog. Calling lawyer offices when you were fucking 11 because you wanted to be dramatic in a
I was
courtroom.
proactive.
Well, that's where you lost it at the age of 12.
I just assumed every adult knew how to cook. Like, I was just like, oh, by the time you're an
Does
adult,
Diane know how to cook?
better than me. But I just assumed being an adult, every person knew how to cook. And then now I realize you only know how to cook if you want to know how to cook.
Or if you're Italian and you're forced as a child.
But I just assumed, like, at a certain point, everyone knew how to cook. It was like, oh, they just cook. That's what they do.
What's the you keep repeating yourself over and over again? I'm like, God damn it, Chris. Read the next question. If I hear Nick say it one more time,
I'm
if
gonna
you
cook you.
That's what you do.
Today is today.
And tomorrow is
today.
tomorrow.
What's a grown-up thing you still absolutely refuse to do?
Pay my taxes.
I remember.
That's a joke, IRS.
I remember
pay them.
my parents sitting with taxes and bills. It would be like tax season, and they'd be sitting at the kitchen table, what seemed like for hours, and they had all the bills and checkbooks. Remember that? And you have to balance your checkbook and all.
My
this
mom still does that.
She still has a checkbook.
I think so.
I don't even know what balancing your checkbook means.
Yeah, I don't.
No idea.
Let's
I think
call my
it's-
mom. Hold on.
I think my mom still does that.
I don't know what that means though. To balance a checkbook,
Like
because
making sure you have enough money in your account to like, because when you write a check, it takes from your account, so you're just like balancing. Let me see.
Let me my mind answer this question. This is a woman who lived in the 80s. Hey mom, you're on the podcast.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Hello.
We need you to explain to us what balancing a checkbook was.
Was? You mean you don't balance a checkbook?
What I don't know what it
Do
means.
you still do
All right,
that?
let's say you got $1,000 in the bank, and you write that down in your check register.
First off, I'd like to point out my mom's Chicago accent. All right, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. And then
Sorry.
you write a check for something. Let's say for $100. You write that in the check register, and then you deduct it from the 1,000, right? And you just keep subtracting. But at the end of the month, sometimes that. It's kind of hard to explain, but sometimes the checks all have to clear through the bank, and they don't always clear at the same time. So you have to balance that by it's hard to explain.
Well, I just remember you and Dad sitting for hours at the table with all the papers and like balancing checkbooks and doing bills and shit, or
We
like taxes.
Do you still do that?
But you don't still do that now. We have credit card companies to do all that for us.
But we do all of our banking online, so I haven't balanced a checkbook in a while. Because you can look and see
Yeah.
when things have cleared. And when you use a debit, it clears like immediately. But back in the day, you would write a check out to Jewel, for example. And you go
Jewel is a grocery store in Chicago. Sorry, go ahead.
And the same.
And then maybe 2 days later it would clear. So you have to account for that.
So what happens if you go to Jewel, write them a check, and you take home the groceries and that didn't clear?
Well, then you get in trouble for writing a bad check.
So who do you get in trouble by? Jewel or the bank?
Jewel and the bank, that would
And
be
the law.
considered bouncing a check. And if you bounce a check, the bank charges you fees for that.
Ooh.
Hi, Frankie. All right. Well, this is confusing. All right, we got to go, Mom.
But now, no. But back in the day, you bet we had to sit and balance our checkbook every month.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Love you
Bye.
too. Bye.
I also used to think that people got paid in cash.
Some
Like
people
the concept of like a paycheck.
I knew what a check was. Like I knew my parent. Like I knew my dad had. My mom didn't work until I was in like 3rd grade, and my dad had he got a paycheck
Yeah.
or had like a salary. I just knew,
I also, but I think maybe this is an area thing. I thought only like super wealthy people bought new cars. I thought
I think that is true.
I thought
Yeah,
everyone's
that's-
cars came like used.
Same because I don't think we ever had a new car, and every car we had, my cousins had the same car. So when we had a green, what was it called? Well, first we had a van. They had the same van. Then we had an Explorer. They had the same Explorer. Then we had a Toyota something or other. I forget it was green. They had the same one. We just all had the same cars. And then my cousins and I shared the Reliant, which had the ceiling that came down on you because it was made of cloth, and so we had to like pin it back up or move it out of the way. Yeah.
And famously, I used to think Olive Garden was like the elite of elite
Well,
restaurants.
that has nothing to do with childhood. That just has to do with you're a hillbilly.
You know why?
You know why you don't know.
The schooling.
What's another question, Chris?
Did you guys ever have like I'm actually an adult now moment?
No.
Anytime like the first time I had to like start paying medical things, I was like, oh, like when you're off your parents' insurance for the first time and you're like actually paying like a copay or a bill or something for medical things, I was like, fuck. There's
I
no
just
going
had no
back. Like I'm an
insurance.
actual adult now.
I think I was 25 when I was let go from my parents'
Yeah.
insurance, right? So from 25 to 36, essentially, I didn't have insurance.
What?
I didn't have a real job. I was doing weird shows and things, and I just didn't have
Yeah,
insurance.
that was mine when I had to start paying that. Or like paying rent on my own. That's where I was like,
Yeah.
because before from home, I went to college and just lived in a dorm. So then when I got an apartment
I
and
never
I had to
did a
start paying
dorm.
rent, I was like, oh my God, I'm like an adult.
I don't know.
All right, last one. If
Oh.
you could tell your younger self one thing,
What is this,
would it
RuPaul's
be?
Drag Race, and we're the top 4? Nick, if you
don't have to, but
could tell young Nick Smith one thing, what would it be?
Read a book. Crack open an encyclopedia.
You know that this is something you can do now.
Right, but had
It's
I
supposed
done
to
it,
be something like,
no, but had I done it when I was younger, I would know a little bit more now. I would know clouds weighed something. If you could tell little Matthew Marsupial Lane one thing, what would it be?
how old am I?
4.
God. Relax.
Because you're so relaxed now.
I'm so anxious. Would you say I'm very anxious?
Would I say it? Yeah, I'd tattoo it on my arm. Does the Pope shit in the woods? Yeah.
Would you say I'm too sensitive?
Yes. Gullible? Yes.
I'm not that gullible.
Chris. I'm not even going to ask.
He should have said the sky is purple. What else am I, Nick? I'm so easy.
Short.
God. I meant
The
emotionally.
trifecta of Catholicism.
Mm-hmm.
Formerly balding.
Am I a trustworthy friend?
You are.
There you go.
Not super fashionable. Artistic.
Emotional. You look so confused.
We need to wrap this up.
Fine. Come see me on tour. I'll be in Australia and Europe in the fall. Go to MateoWingComedy.com.
Thank you for watching and listening to another episode of our podcast. Please like, comment, subscribe, and please join our Patreon for more content.